Hola, my name is Evelyn Pino Estevez. I am taking over for Gloria San Pedro for the year. She is on a family leave. I've been at Rutherford High School for about 3 to 4 years now. I was a teacher's assistant previous to this. I am now teaching Spanish 2 and 3 honors. I know a lot of the kids just from being in the building, but now that I'm in the classroom with them, I'm getting to know them a little bit better. I graduated from William Patterson with my degree in Spanish and Disability Studies. So that's just a little bit about me. This presentation that I'm going to share with you all today was just something that I shared with all of my students on day one. It just goes over classroom guidelines, procedures, and just gives them a breakdown of what their grades will be like and what our class is going to be like for the remainder of the year. Again, this was just a little bit about me so they can get to know me on a personal level. Then we talked about the new normal. We talked about expectations with sanitizing, social distancing, cell phones and masks. Cell phones are always away in the caddy. Week 2, everybody's been very good. I have to be very honest about that. Everybody's been great about keeping their social distancing and no issues with masks so far. Same as in other classes, we have a bunch extra in case there are any issues. We can provide alternative masks. Then we jumped into being prepared. Class participation, this can go for whether you're in person or whether you're virtual, hybrid. This includes being on time for Zoom meetings. I'm mindful of internet situations and everything at home, but this is getting to class on time so that way lessons don't have to be repeated. Making sure Chromebooks are obviously charged. We're taking notes. Their cameras are on during Zoom. Again, I know this is something that is being stressed in other classes as well. If it is a Zoom day and your child is not on, their camera is not on for whatever reason, unfortunately, we have to mark them absent. So in order for them to receive full credit for the class and to be marked present, their cameras have to be on. So far, we've been doing a lot of class participation with this, going back and forth in class discussions where everybody's cameras are on, everyone's participating, and so far it's been great. Textbooks, we are using online textbooks this year. For Spanish 2, we are using Así se dice. Level 2, everybody received an email from me about a week or so ago with a login for their username and password. It's a Connect Ed. If there's any issues with that or you see that your child is struggling with navigating this textbook, because I know that it's new even for us in our department, please don't hesitate to let me know. I can help them with it. And then that's it. Let's jump to the next one. This was just going to be a breakdown of their homework. Homework is 15% of their grade. 100 if everything is completed, 75% if it's more than completed, 50, half, 0 if they're not turning in anything, if it's late or I see that documents are being shared between students, I'm not going to give any credit for that. Everything is due at the beginning of class. Whether you're hybrid or in person, due dates apply for everyone. They're all the same. So if I see a student in person, the person at home is still going to have the same assignment due at the beginning of the block. Class participation is 25% of the grade. I'm still basing this whether we're on a Zoom call or whether we're in person. This is how often students are engaging in conversations and discussions and unmuting themselves when asked to, and making sure that they're on the Zoom call the whole entire time if it happens to be a Zoom day and they're home. Quizzes, 25% of their grade. It will be on whatever is being covered that week. I usually try to announce it a couple days or at least, the beginning of the week and it's going to be on vocab, culture, grammar, whatever it is that we're covering. We'll always review together. And again, they should have plenty of notice for quizzes. If they're working from home, they're taking the same quiz at the same time as their classmates in person. Tests and projects, 40% of their grade. Tests will be given at the end of every chapter. Projects are going to be graded individually, regardless of whether they're working in a group or not. If they are working on a group, everything can be done via Google Slides, Google Docs. They can interact with each other, whether it's email or text messaging, but everybody will be receiving an individual grade. This, again, same applies for students that are fully remote and at home. They have access to their Chromebooks and they have access to Google Docs the same way as everyone else. So they will be working together, but again, receiving individual grades. Submitting classwork. Everything is to be submitted under Google Classroom. Everything that I'm posting for all of my students can always be found under Classroom, whether it's an announcement, whether it's when there's a quiz, homework assignments, and everything is also linked to my Google site, which is on the district website, which you'll have access to as well, which you all have access to. If assignments are not submitted under the correct assignment, your child may not receive credit for it. They may see that I put in a 0 for it. So I just ask that wherever I upload the assignment, your child is putting their homework or their classwork into that same slot. If they're absent, it's their responsibility to get in touch with me. I will put a 0 in PowerSchool for a test or a quiz that they missed or homework that they missed. But as soon as they let me know what they need to make up, I will go right ahead and change that to the appropriate grade. If they need to make something up with time, they can also just shoot me an email and we can schedule a time for them to make anything up. Office hours, most teachers are available during Zoom in the afternoons. My office hours are from 1:17 to 2:36. I usually leave the screen open. I tell kids that they can join at any time during that hour and a half. They can email me. This can be for extra help. This can tell me that they have any concerns about the chapter, or they just need a little bit of guidance, and I'm more than willing to help them, give them extra credit, whatever it may be. I just ask that they not wait until last minute for tests and quizzes. But again, I'm available every day in the afternoon to go over anything that they may need. Another thing that we went over was just being patient. I'm very aware that this is a whole new normal for everyone. We're just trying to navigate the school day together, and whatever I can do on my end to help your child be successful and succeed in school during this school year, I'm here to help. And any questions can be directed to epino@rutherfordschools.org. Again, everything is also on my Google Classroom, and all announcements can be found there and everything through Google Site. If there's any questions, I'm always available to answer them, and I look forward to a great school year. Thank you.